In this video, we are looking at the brand new drone by DJI, the DJI NEO. Going to be unboxing this. This is going to be the Fly More combo. There's going to be a few different versions of this drone that you can pick up. This will be the one I highly recommend. I'm going to show you exactly what you get inside of this box, go through all the different features and spec of this new drone, and then let you know should you go out and buy this or not, and who this drone is actually for. So the DJI NEO, it certainly is a unique drone. So let's get straight into this unboxing and show you exactly what you get. Once again, this is going to be the Fly More combo. Now we'll talk about all the different versions and prices at the end of this video because it is somewhat confusing. But let's first of all show you exactly what you're going to get. So I'm going to put everything out on the table here and just make sure that there's nothing left inside of it. Now, unlike other Fly More combos, you don't get any sort of bag or carrying case this time with the DJI NEO. So firstly, the controller. So this is the DJI N3 controller. Looks pretty much identical to previous versions. Now this is lighter. It's slightly lighter than the previous version and it's also cheaper as well. The battery life though is also not as good. It takes a hit somewhere and the battery life is going to be the hit to keep that cheaper and lighter price points. So this just connects directly to your phone. You get all the different phone connections in here, whether you're on iPhone or Android. Now you don't have to use this controller. This is what's great about this. But if you do pick up the Fly More combo in the UK or the EU, I know it's confusing, this will come with it. Now the DJI RC2 controller, a fantastic controller that we all love, this doesn't work with the DJI NEO. Now it might do in the future, but at the time of recording this, it doesn't. Now, as regards to accessories that come with the DJI NEO, this is what's going to be inside of this box. So firstly, with the Fly More combo, you're going to get the extra batteries. That alone is worth getting the Fly More combo on any version of any drone that you're going to get. So you do get the standard USB-C cable inside of here for charging the drone. You don't get any power bricks with it, so I would recommend using a fast charging power brick as well. You're also going to get the other connector. If you do have an older iPhone that's Lightning, this will connect directly to your phone as well. But it works with both Android and iPhone devices, and you get the world's smallest screwdriver. Now you will need this. Do not throw this away. You're going to need this if you do need to change any of the propellers on the drone. And talking of propellers, it's going to come with 2 extra propellers. So you can buy more on the DJI website, but make sure you just keep these with you all the time when flying this. Now you're going to get loads of instructions and first start guides. You're not going to read any of these, probably just going to throw them away straight away. So I'm not going to take much time at reading these because I'm sure you won't either. But you might also be interested that you do get some DJI stickers. I've started including these recently and they all seem to be the same no matter what drone you get or what product, but these are the stickers that you're going to get inside of them. If you want these stickers, make sure you don't throw away that instruction book because they're inside of there. So this new charging case is a 2-way charger, but it is fantastic. So they call it a 2-way charger. You're going to get 2 extra batteries and the actual charging case is unique now. Something that we haven't seen before is the ability to charge all 3 or 2 batteries at once. So you can put all 3 batteries in here, the battery that you get inside of the drone and these 2 batteries, and they're all going to charge at the exact same time if you use a fast 45-watt charger. If not, then 2 of the batteries are going to charge at the same time. Before they would charge in sequence, so this now is much better. Now battery life is going to be 17 or 18 minutes depending if you're going to keep the propeller guards on the drone. I would highly recommend getting this combo just for these extra batteries and the actual battery charger. If not, you're going to need to buy extra batteries to get an enjoyable experience out of this drone. So I'd highly recommend picking up the Fly More combo just for these batteries and the charger alone. Okay, so onto the DJI NEO. It certainly is a unique drone. So at first glance, it just looks like a smaller DJI Avata 2. Now this actually is the smallest and lightest drone that DJI have made. Mine's got a demo only sticker on it. This is because I've got a pre-production unit, so let's get that sticker off. It weighs 135 grams and keeps a level 4 wind resistance. The battery just slides onto the bottom of it here, so that comes straight off. Now it's not easy to see, but it does have a class 0 marking on the bottom of it as well. But the whole drone itself is quite basic in terms of ports, which I'll show you now. So you do have a USB-C port on the back of it. You're going to be using this for charging, also connecting this up to your computer or phone for transferring files, but there is no memory card slot. This has 22 gigabytes of internal storage. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. It does have this kind of like command dial on the front of it at the top here, so you can use one touch and actually fly this drone without the need for any other controllers, and it will do things like tracking, quick shots, it will follow you. It's got a new AI tracking mode, all from that one button press. So you can fly this hands-free, just like you could with the Hover X1 drone. So these actually have built-in propeller guards as well. So the propeller guards come off. I just keep mine on just for that added peace of mind. You will lose 1 minute of battery life by keeping these on. And let's have a look at the camera as well. So the camera is tiny. It is a 1/2 inch sensor. It's 12 megapixel and it can film up to 4K 30. It's got 1080p 60 FPS. Now the camera on here is not going to rival the Mini 4 Pro at all. It does rotate fully up and down. It doesn't rotate into vertical mode, but the camera is going to be good enough for getting social media content, and the video quality and photos is better than that of the Hover X1. Now this drone doesn't have any obstacle avoidance sensors like I've just mentioned, but because it is so tiny and small, lightweight, I've crashed this a few times and it's not going to cause any damage. You can see the footprint compared to, say, the Mini 4 Pro. Now the Mini 4 Pro, it does fold in, but you can see, it is such a tiny drone and so lightweight. It's remarkable the kind of that technology packed into these drones now, what DJI are continuing to do by innovating. It is really impressive. If you just look at this now compared to the Air 3 here, it's really small. I would have liked it if it could have folded in. That would have been really cool. But, overall, it's so pocketable. Most of the time when I've been using and testing this, I've had it in like the smallest of bags, jacket pockets, shorts. It is just that small. Now, if you get the DJI Avata 2, just look how big this drone is in comparison. Now, the Avata 2 is not big in any way. It's a really small drone. But when you look at it there, the Avata 2 just looks like a mammoth thing, doesn't it? Now, what I really do like about the DJI NEO is that it has so many different ways of how you can actually control it. So you can use no controller whatsoever and just use that command dial on the top to activate quick shots and tracking, or you can actually use your phone to actually control this drone. So I was able on a trip to be able to just use my phone alone with that drone and track me, getting different shots on the beach, quick shots and tracking modes, or I can manually control it as well with my phone, which I thought was such a fantastic experience and the one that I was using the most. Now, of course, you can also use the controller as well, DJI N3 controller, to get a bit more customization, be able to use things like spotlight mode and control that drone fully. It's a shame you can't use the RC2 controller, but it gets even better as well, because there's also going to be compatibility. So you can use this drone as an FPV drone as well. So if you've got the new motion controller, the new FPV controller, you can use that also, the DJI NEO, with these controllers. So you can use FPV mode. So it's not only a cinematic drone, it's also a full FPV drone as well. This is what's so unique about this. So you can use the Goggles 3 and actually use the DJI NEO in FPV mode with the FPV controllers or the motion controller, or use it with the phone or the DJI N3 controller and use it as a cinematic drone. The choice is yours. So it certainly is a unique drone, and the price point, I think, is remarkable. So it could have been a lot more, I think. So the actual Fly More combo that I've been showing you today, this is going to be £299 or €349. This is if you're in the UK or the EU only. If you want just a drone and one battery, it's £169, €199 or $199 for the drone and one battery, which I think is such a great price for anybody picking up a drone like this. Or if you're in the US, you can get a NEO combo just for the US market for $289, but that doesn't include the N3 controller. So 3 different options there for you. I would highly recommend picking up the combo version. If you're in the US, you're going to have to unfortunately get that N3 controller as a separate purchase, but majority of the time I wasn't even using that controller. I was just literally using my phone to get all the different tracking shots, to flying this drone manually myself, all from my phone. So I'm going to be using this drone alongside my Mini 4 Pro, the Air 3. This is such a unique and great drone. I can't wait to use some more of the actual features as well, like the FPV mode. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and first look. If you enjoyed this, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really does help out. Subscribe, because I've got loads more content coming on not only this drone, but new features and technology coming out as well. So hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you watching this. Any comments, let me know in the comments down below and I'll feed back to you. See you on the next one. Bye bye.